Hi everybody.
Hi everybody.
Good morning, good morning, morning. Thank you very much for joining us. This is always an exciting time because it's our mixed media box kit launch, isn't it?
It is.
It's good. Yes. So Alfie's not doing the heavy breathing. That is Duke that you can hear in the background. I didn't realise that you can actually hear it on all the recordings. He just thinks that I'm talking to him when I'm actually talking to you. So, good boy, be good. He's always good. Anyway, so mixed media box kit number 5, eagerly awaited by lots of people, and we have already sold out of our first batch. How has that happened when we're just launching it now? Well, the thing is that we have a VIP group and they get a little bit of a heads up, so they get a chance to buy it if they want to, and it's all sold out. So don't worry, we are working away in the background making up all the new ones, but it is on delayed dispatch. Okay, but don't worry, we're working as hard as we can, and we will get it out to you as soon as possible, but it is on delayed dispatch.
So in reality, what that means in terms of time is we aim always for shipping out within 3 to 5 working days. So the delayed dispatch just means it's going to be slightly over that. So it's going to be shipped next week rather than this week. Mm-hmm. So it's not ages and ages, it's just literally a few days.
Yeah, and as soon as we've got any to ship out, we always do that. So you know that, if we possibly can, we will get it to you sooner. Yeah. But that's the reality of it. But don't worry, because there are stocks coming. It's just been really, really popular. So thank you very much for your patience, and I can't wait to show you. So what does it mean in reality? It means that we have a saving of £36.06 worth of product. What? We have £61.06 worth of product in your mixed media box kit, but you only pay £25, which is why these box kits are so popular, because not only have you got a project in a box and everything to go with it, but you get a massive saving as well. You also get loads of inspiration, because our amazing design team have done it again. They've created some beautiful work, of which we have put into a pamphlet for you, a little bookazine. And also I've done a video for you as well, so that you can actually join that class whenever you need, whenever you want some time, and you can actually enjoy making your mixed media box kit. So without further ado, shall we go and have a look? Come on then. So here we go with our lovely Tag Your It, it's called. It's been so much fun at playing with this. I'm going to whip it over and open it from this end. Okay, let's just take this off. Can't wait to get in, that's the thing. Okay, so let's have a look here. Ooh, so we have, this looks good. So we have an ephemera book. Okay, this is printed on that lovely cardstock that we love so much, and this is a beautiful book chock full of all my favorite sort of ephemera that I love working with. So we've put it all together for you in one place to play with at your leisure, and I've really enjoyed snipping all of these things out. I actually bought 2. Now this is the great thing, we haven't actually sold extra stuff until a few months after, because it's all exclusive in this box. But if you buy this mixed media box kit, you will get an email after it's been shipped out with a secret code, a secret link to an area on the website where you can buy all these things in this box individually. So if you want some more of this ephemera book, which you will, you can actually buy that separately to play with, and everything else in the book. So let's have a look at what else we've got. Right, so these are my favourite set of paints, because these are daffodil yellow, mulberry bush, which is a lovely magenta, and sargasso sea, which is a cyan, and together they create the primary colours for you to actually mix a huge plethora of colours from these, which are just gorgeous. They are translucent, which means that you can see through them, you can layer them, you can do watercolour effects with them. There's so much you can do with them. If you already have these colours, don't worry, you're going to need more, because we use them a lot in all of the classes that I do. In all of the workshops, Dirty Weekends, Mixed Media Mayhems, we use all of these colours, which are gorgeous. Okay, so we also have a sample pot of texture paste, our True Grit, and that's quite substantial actually. That's 60 mil. That's pretty good. We also have, look at that, we've even given you a little hole punch for your tags, which is great. We've got a sponge to do your stenciling with. This is an art sponge, so you can cut this into pieces and use it for lots of different texturizing, or just stenciling or inking or whatever. We've got a spatula to go with your True Grit. Then we have, let's do this first, we have a tag journal. Okay, so we've got a tag ring. We've also got a Medite base, nice and thick Medite base, like that. Medite is the MDF we use, which is a lot more greener, a lot more healthier. It's Carb 2 compliant. And then we've got an acrylic cover as well. So this has got protective coating on, which you just peel off. And that is your journal. I'll just pop that back in there. And as you can see, it's quite a large one. It's 8 inches by 4 inches. And then to go with that, we've got some brand new stencils. So we have this one.
This one.
This one.
What are they called?
Yeah, what are they called? I don't know what they're called. Do you know what they're called?
Oh no, come on. They had some great names.
They did have some great names. I know that Mike is screaming at the TV now, going...
The names in the thing.
That gorgeous. Oh, look at this. I love the squares. I love the squares. They're gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, there's just, oh, and this has got to be a favourite of mine at the moment. Okay, so we have 4 brand new tag shaped stencils. We've also got, now this is very special because this is actually, doesn't look it, but this is actually the hot pressed watercolour card that we have in our journals. This is a really special watercolour card because we've done it so that you can stamp onto it, and that's why it's hot pressed. It means that it's really, really smooth. So it's compressed all of those fibres so that you get, it's not really thick and bumpy, it's nice and smooth, and it takes a lot of abuse. So there's 4 A4 sheets in there. There's loads, absolutely loads to play with. And then we have our famous, now famous, magazine. So this is Mixed Media Box Kit, Tag Your It, Inspiration and Ideas. So you can see there are Wendy Wallace. She's done a fantastic sample, which I'll show you. Then we've got Mike Deakin. He's done step by step. Leslie Blaymire, she's done a beautiful step by step. Ian Campbell, he's done an extremely handsome step by step. And then you have loads of inspirational photos as well, which I'm going to show you live. Okay, there's also a letter in here which I haven't shown you, and it does have a QR code on it, which all you need to do is just get your camera to look at it. It will recognize the QR code, click it, and it goes through to a video, or very, very, very long video of me making a lovely tag book. Okay, so you've got a lesson in there free of charge as well included. So let me put all these gorgeous things back in, and then let me show you our fantastic design team and what they've actually made from it. There we go. So our first journal, I think this is Leslie's. Look at this. So she's actually used my my journal stamps on this as well, and she's used the acrylic cover and layered it with some of the papers, and she's actually used some lovely luscious to highlight some areas of this. And then our first page, I love this, that's gorgeous actually, and I love the way she's actually used a stencil in the background there. Then we've got again the same use of the stencil. Love the composition, fantastic work, Leslie, really beautiful. Do you know what, I'm going to take it off the ring because it's actually easier to show you like this, and then I can show you all of the pages. Look at that, gorgeous, beautiful. It's really, really lovely. Oh, wouldn't you just love to do? And so this is the end piece. This is the cover. So that's our Leslie's. Thank you so much, Leslie. That's beautiful. Now, it doesn't just have to be a tag book, because our Kath Carter has done a beautiful, stunning A4 piece of artwork using all of the ephemera in it, loads of the textures, loads of the stencils, and she's actually used a piece of artwork from the ladies, isn't it? It's from the ladies. La Belle Fleur.
Belle Femme, sorry.
Belle Femme, that's it, Belle Femme. And then, of course, you can still use all the ephemera on your art journal pages as well. So this is another of Kath's. So let me take this next book apart. So look, oh, see, the texture of that stencil is gorgeous. And look how you can mix the colours as well. This is just fabulous. Oh, look. So all of the girls have done an amazing job. Thank you so much. Carolyn Lakin, Leslie Blaymire, Wendy Wallace, Jane Allmark, Kath Carter and Karen Waterworth. I love this. Very clever. Oh, I like that. That's nice with the luscious on top of the True Grit. So those were the days. Fantastic. That's lovely from Kath. Oh, so this is the project that Wendy's done. That's actually in the book. I think this is really clever, really simple and really beautiful. So let me just get out a few other pieces as well, and then we have some ATCs as well. Those are great, aren't they? They work so well. And then obviously this is a great way to actually do a stencil book, keep all your stencils in. And to so this is our large letters stencil, if you're just wondering how those words were made. What about this one? What about this one? This is lovely. So this is Jane Allmark's, and I like the way she's actually utilised the flake on this, the gilding flake and flitter glue. And I like the way she's actually put this together. So she's actually got a really nice sort of writing set almost, or a note aid memoir. So you've got a notebook in there which you can actually slide in and out, so you can actually redo it. Lovely cover to it, really clever, really nice. And again, using our papers. And then we have a little concertina journal coming on here. Oh, and look at some of these. So Jane's actually done some cards. Yes, it is Jane's. So again, different ways of using all of the beautiful ephemera, all of the lovely stencils, a little bit of sari silk there. Oh, look, isn't that pretty? That is just so nice. That's really pretty, Jane. She's so clever. So clever. And then let's do this one. And let's take these off so that I can show you properly. So again, use of the large letter stencil.
It's called Big Letters.
Big Letters. Mm-hmm. And this is our Wendy's. I love this in the background. This is using the Super Thick Slap It On here, and the Gladioli. I can't remember the names of these stamps.
Yeah, it is Gladioli.
Oh, there you go. Oh, of course, she's put them on the back. Gladioli. And then Cheeky Blossom. And then An Enemy in Script. Fantastic. Beautiful work. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And then finally, another one from Kath. I haven't seen Carolyn's. Oh, I like that. So this is the Anatomy of the Bee page, and she's actually cut it up into separate pieces and then laid it up. That's really clever. That is clever. And then we've got the gentleman and the ladies. And we've got lots of 3D going on here. Fantastic. Good grief, Kath. There's loads of beautiful stuff. Lots of lovely inspiration. Fabulous. Right, so thank you very much everybody who's contributed to that. So Carolyn Lakin, Leslie Blamire, Wendy Wallace, Jane Allmark, Karen Waterworth and Kath Carter. Thank you so very, very much. So what you can do is when you open up your packet, you've got your acrylic block here. So this is the front cover. I've actually used that as a template for drawing around on our hot pressed card to do lots of tags, and you've got loads of it. So you've got 4 sheets, and I think I got 4 tags out of each sheet and bits to square. So so there's that. And then I'm going to use some of the True Grit. I'm not going to use my sample, I'm going to use a big pot. And let's have a play with mixing in some colour with our True Grit. So we've got our paints. So it's the lovely 3 primary paints that I always tend to use. Whoops. Here we are. And I just write on the lids so that it's easy to spot them. Daffodil, Sargasso Sea and Mulberry Bush. So I think I'm going to use just a little bit of Sargasso Sea and just a little bit of Daffodil. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a little bit of True Grit. And let's just do two little bits of that. And I'm going to use this one. I think that would be lovely. So you only need a tiny amount of paint, that's actually probably far too much, to mix in with this. Okay, now you're mixing a colour with white, so you are going to get a lighter colour, okay, because of course you've got the titanium white from the True Grit. All right, so maybe I will put just a little bit more in. There we go. Okay, let me just clean my spatula, and then I'm just going to take a little bit of, oh, that's quite a lot, of the Sargasso Sea. There we go, lovely. So you can tape this down, but I'm going to live dangerously and just put a little swipe of this. That'll do. Wipe my spatula on a rag, and then I'm going to come in with that lovely daffodil as well. So I'm going to start at the bottom like this, and then I'm going to mix it in with that round about the middle. Okay, and that way you can see that you get this lovely, gorgeous green effect, because of course you're mixing the blue with the yellow. Oh, gorgeous. See, that's lovely, isn't it? And then all you need to do is just put that into a bucket of water, or rinse it under the tap. I've just got a bucket of water here that's going into there until I can actually wash it. And then my spatula's going in as well. And let's move these off to one side, out
Susan
of the way.
Asked, who dreams up the fab names for your paints?
I do.
I think everybody does.
Everybody has a go, definitely. Yeah, no, we all sort of get round with a cup of tea and a biscuit and go, right, okay, what are we going to call this?
I missed out on the biscuit.
You never miss out on a biscuit. You've just got short-term memory when it comes to cake. He does love his cake. So here's one that's already dry. Okay, it doesn't take long to dry. It just, yeah, I don't know, 10 minutes depending on how warm your room is or whatever. Okay. Right, so now we've got that going on. And we've got lots of lovely ephemera as well. And I think I just need to get rid of this white background here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix some colours, and I think I want something that's going to go in with some of the colours that I've got going on here. So it's sort of softer, more vintage. So these are quite bright colours. So I want to show you how to sort of tone them down a little bit. So let me just turn this round so we get a clean bit of matte. There we go. don't want to put my arm in it. So let's have just a tiny bit of Sargasso Sea there. And let's add some water to that. Okay. And I clean my brush a lot in between, then I'm not going to contaminate my paints. So let's have a little tiny bit of daffodil. There we go. With plenty of water again, because if you haven't used our paints before, these are really concentrated. We decided to make these with lots of pigment in them, and it's an acrylic paint, and it's on an acrylic base, and it's a multimedia paint, and we haven't put any fillers in or any added water, so you can add lots and lots of water to these. Okay, so what I'd like to do is just take some mulberry bush, okay, and then if you add some of the Sargasso Sea, you get this violet colour, which is lovely. Okay, so a clear, lovely violet, but I want it a bit more browny. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. So let's go more to the olive colour. There we go. So we get a nice sort of olive. Let's have a bit more yellow. So now we're going sort of a yellow green. Okay, you can see that. Let's go back to a bit more olive. There we go. That's it. So that's going to sort of deaden down the brightness of this. All right, so let's just have a little bit of olive on here. Let me get a wider brush just to get some water going on here. Let me just put some scrap paper behind, some recycled paper. There we go. And let's get some water on this lovely watercolour card. All right, there we go. And then let me just soak up all of that paint, and let's just, there we go. Can you see how that just softens that bright white of the watercolour card? There we go. Yeah. So let's just mix in a little bit more. So let's have...
Shirley's asked, if using these paints on wood decorations, would I need to gesso with white before using the colours?
Yes, yes. Yeah, definitely gesso with white, darling. But remember, these are translucent colours, so you'll be able to see through them. So, and yes, the good thing is that you'll see the white coming through a translucent paint will make it brighter, which is lovely. But you're not going to get the same coverage you will with a matte paint. But what you can do is you can mix this with gesso to make it more matte. So that's a good way of getting the coverage that you need. Right, so now I've got this sort of warm caramel colour. That's great. So let's get some of that on just to deaden this down. There we go. That's good. So this is going to make it look a lot more vintage with this caramel colour. So if you didn't see that, I had the Sargasso Sea with the mulberry bush, and then I put in plenty of the daffodil. And the thing is just to experiment until you get the colour that you're looking for. So I'm happy that that is a lot more vintage looking. That's good. And I might as well just finish off with taking off all of the moisture from my brush and just
letting that drip down. I haven't got much left, but that'll do. I think I might just use whatever's left on my mat. Let me just take a tiny bit more daffodil. There we go. Let's just add that. There you go. So you can see that we get that lovely sort of caramelly colour. There we are. Lovely. Yep, I like that. That's good. Right, let's clear up so that I don't knock those over. Let's move that out of the way. Let's get my rag. Alrighty, so I just need to blast this. Perfect.
Joanne's just asked a question from the States. She's getting a box from the Nick Nook and they arrived with them. She's just asked, how did Kath do the bee cover, which I'm presuming is that?
Okay, yes, so this is using flitter glue and gilding flake. So she's actually used our flitter glue, which is this one. It's a specialist glue that we invented maybe about 12 years ago, which is specifically for gilding flake, so you can actually stamp with it. So she's actually put it onto a bit of sponge and sponged through the stencil onto the acrylic front cover. And then you have to allow it to dry for quite a long time because it's on acrylic. Okay, and then wait until it's just tacky, i.e. you can stick your finger in it and lift up the cover, and then you can apply your copper flake. And then this is a woodology piece that we have, and it's called, I think, Flower and Bee Wreath, something like that, isn't it, Alfie?
It's butterfly wreath.
Butterfly wreath, I beg your pardon, butterfly wreath. And again, she's actually gessoed this first. Allowed that to dry, and then again with the flitter glue, applied the flitter glue very sparingly as well. You don't want to use a lot through the stencil on here, just a really small amount because it's very strong. Again, allow it to go tacky until you can actually lift it up with your finger and it just sticks to your finger, and then apply the flake. You don't have to worry about it going off because it will remain tacky until you put the flake on top. All right, and the flake colour is called Copper Kettle. All right, so that's how Kath's done that. Thank you, Kath, for that lovely sample. Right, so now we've got this. I've had lots of fun cutting out loads of pieces using the ephemera. And I think we might have a gentleman on this one. What we're going to have. I don't think he really suits beauty, does he? Handsome maybe, but beauty maybe not. I've got a little bit of piece of book plate here. This is not from the ephemera box, this was just lying around my desk actually. So I think I'm gonna have him round about here. And maybe let's have, this is from the ephemera box. There we go. Let's have a bit of vertical going on there, and we need some horizontal. So we've got some stamps. Oh, we've got a nice bit of this. Let's have that going across. I don't know where that came, which page that came from, but let's have that. So you can see I've got loads of lovely little bits here. Oh, we could have that behind, couldn't we? Or maybe even that's a nice shape and a good colour. That's rather okay. It's sort of getting there. Let me just start that. Okay, so I'm going to use my grab and go, but what I've done is I've put it into one of our writer bottles with a steel tip. Okay, because it's good for little bits and pieces. So let's just start putting some of these down, because it's just getting complicated, and it'll work out. Alright, so let's pop this one down first, and then I think this one should go down, maybe about here. And this grab and go is really good because it does grab really quickly, which is great. Dries clear. As I say, it grabs nice and quick. So if there's quite thick stuff, you need to hold it down for about 5 seconds, but it's really great for like building all your collage pieces. I think we sell these in packs of 5, don't we, these writer bottles?
Yes. Sally says, love the box, mine's just arrived, so gorgeous, thank you.
Oh, that's fantastic, Sally. I'm so pleased for you. Yeah, so we'll have shipped those out last week. They're always really, really popular, you see. You get such good value as well in them. As I said, it was about £62, was it, Alfie? Something like that? £62?
61.06, yeah.
There you go. So you're saving more than you're spending. I didn't think about that, did I? That the Queen's head will be in between his legs. No, we can't have Elizabeth like that. I think we better have her over here somewhere. There we go. Can't have that. And then he can just stand to the side. I think that's quite all right. That's good. Yes, like that bit. That's excellent. Okay, so that's good. Now it needs a little bit of balance now. So it needs something round here, just a little bit, not much. So let's have something like this. maybe another stamp. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, that's good. And then I just need something else a bit longer. There we go. So something maybe about that length. So that's good. What's on the other side? Let's have that side then. So just to balance it up, you see. There we go, like that. And then, whoops, a daisy.
Dee says her postman's late. She keeps looking for him. It was due at 11. 40 minutes late.
Oh, he's 40 minutes late. He's obviously got a heavy bag today.
Can't carry all these boxes he's delivering.
Yeah, that's the trouble. So just going to use right, I want a scrap, something. I don't want to use any of those bits. Oh, actually this would be quite nice, wouldn't it? That's nice. I'll use that for something else. And then I'm just going to put that over this, the hole, and then I'll punch through. There we go. So let me just get my, bear with. You have got a punch in the kit, but I've sealed it all up now and given it Alfie. I didn't quite get that right, but that's okay. I should have done it this way around, shouldn't I? I'll have to put a big one in now. So that's from my stash. So he's lovely. I like that. That works out. I might put something around the edge, maybe a bit of pen, but I'm just going to live with that and see how I feel about it. So that was the one that, oh, by the way, these are fab. I treated myself to a set from Hobbymaker. Absolutely fantastic. So this is really to go with this one that I made in the video. And then I've got this one with some pockets in, and I made some visitor cards as well. And then this is a really nice technique. So this is obviously a really nice watercolour technique here. And then I've got another page using all those gorgeous butterflies and the specimen labels, which are just delightful. And then I've used this as a back cover. I just thought that as a back cover is just gorgeous. So that is my book so far. So let me bring you back to Alfie. Here we come. So thank you very much everybody for watching. Remember, it's just £25 for everything in here, £61 worth of value. Thank you to everyone who's worked so hard to put it all together. Everyone at Indigo Blue, all of our fantastic team, our design team, that's baby, you too. And thank you to all our fantastic customers who support us
every single day. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. And to all of our VIPs, I hope you're enjoying your boxes, which are arriving today. And don't worry, you will be getting, if you're ordering today, don't worry, you will be getting your box shipping next week. So you won't have long to wait, and you'll just love it. There'll be loads of inspiration on our Facebook pages. And on the website there's loads of photos coming, so there's lots to do with that. So thank you everybody. Thanks Dee, thanks Catherine, thanks Jenny, thanks Carol, thanks Jeanette. Thank you so much everybody. Enjoy.